Alright, now this is more like it. We can beat these imposters. Phone again. Hello. Save your pleasantries. We have you on the ropes. You're nothing but a bunch of knockoffs. If this is all you've got, you might as well give in now and save us the trouble.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, Mr. Black. We are far more than a mere imitation. Get ready to face a true original creation, birthed from the scalding sands of the Agrabah Desert. Tonight, you face an army of one.
Now what the hell does that mean?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for our final qualifying bout. The winner of this contest will go on to fill the final slot in tonight's ultimate elimination match. As you can see coming down the aisle, we have the team representing Prestige Wrestling Association. It is the tag team, the unlikely duo of Damian Black and Akira Wilde. We last saw these two competitors team together rather unexpectedly at our last Supercard, and it did not go well for them. We'll talk about that more in a moment, but folks, take a look at the aisle. This is the opponent that the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance has chosen for our superstars. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the size of this gargantuan individual. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you, that is one man. In fact, he is going by the rather intimidating name of the Army of One. Folks, this is a handicap match, but I'm not entirely sure which direction it's handicapped in, because, folks, those of you who are Fire Pro veterans will know what I mean when I say this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a giant in every sense of the word. We're starting out this bout with Akira Wilde taking on the Army of One, and I don't know if this is translating on screen, folks, but this man is gigantic. He must be at least 7'2" and weighing, oh gosh, I can't even imagine. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But look at this, right away, the PWA contingent is coming out strong. Akira Wilde and Damian Black send the Army of One over the top rope. Wilde is tagged out to Black, and I honestly have no idea what to expect here, folks. Damian Black is doing a good job of staying out of the reach of the gigantic man known as the Army of One. All Fire Pro veterans know that giants are notoriously hard to lift. It is incredibly difficult to get men of this size off of their feet. I cannot speak for this individual, but in the past, successful tactics against giants have involved wearing them out, focusing on their respiration, using submission holds, and basically doing everything you can to combat this immovable object without having to lift him off of the ground. Damian Black with a stiff European uppercut and is going to a grounded headlock, trying to utilize those tactics. Oh my goodness, I could hear that from here, folks. That was a tremendous headbutt. Damian Black went down like a sack of bricks. Damian Black sent to the corner, and oh my goodness, look at that! Grabbing a handful of hair, the Army of One has heaved Damian Black across the ring, and he is tagging out immediately. Of course, Black and Akira Wilde taking full advantage of that 5 count, wanting to make sure to use any opportunity that they can to get a 2-on-1 advantage on this giant. And folks, I am not entirely sure that the combined weight of Damian Black and Akira Wilde equals that of the Army of One. Akira sends the Army into the turnbuckle, Army reverses it, and Akira sends him out, decides to follow him out there, but the Army of One is having none of it, and sends Akira Wilde down with a hammer to the back. And just a disrespectful face rake on the ground with that size 17 shoe. Akira Wilde with a fist drop, trying to get as much damage on this large man as he can without, again, being required to take him off of his feet. Akira with a punch to the gut, repositioning the Army, and dropping another educated fist right to the mask of this gigantic individual. Ha! Akira Wilde tries a suplex, folks. I don't know if that is such a good idea. Army of One dropping a 400-pound leg on the throat of the surgical specialist. And Akira with a shotgun kick to the face of the Army of One. That's the first truly damaging move of this bout. Akira keeping the focus on using that referee's 5 count to choke the life out of this giant man. Big time Manhattan drop by the Army of One. And Damian Black goes low. Never let it be said that Damian Black is not willing to stoop to certain tactics in order to win. And yes, he is wrapping up the Army of One in a variation of Giant Anaconda's Anaconda Vice. An educated man, Damian Black has a wide variety of skills at his disposal for any type of match. Damian Black with a body slam, body slamming this gigantic man. Folks, the strength of the owner of PWA cannot be understated. Black with a headlock, elbows the Army down, goes to the top rope, comes off with an elbow drop, but catches only canvas. And the Army of One has Damian Black up, and oh my goodness, it drops him right over his knee in a very unique maneuver to take advantage of that leverage that his height offers. Army with a pin attempt, broken up by Akira Wilde at 1. Thankfully, PWA has a 2-on-1 advantage in this case, and that will give our much smaller technical wrestlers here a chance to find a way around this tremendous power deficit that they're encountering. Damian Black tags out to Akira Wilde, rakes the eyes, and gets a shot to the stomach for his trouble. Army sends Akira Wilde to the far corner and is taking a moment to catch his breath. Ladies and gentlemen, with all giants, respiration has to be a consideration. This man is huge, he is powerful, he is strong, but it takes a lot of energy to move that amount of bulk around. The best shot that our superstars are going to have are going to be to keep him moving, to keep him breathing hard, and to take advantage of the shallower respiration found in that gigantic body. Akira Wilde with a vertical suplex, getting the gigantic man off his feet. Extremely impressive show of strength by the surgical specialist. But just like that, the Army of One's great equalizer, that mammoth headbutt, sends the surgical specialist crashing to the mat. And a follow-up with a backbreaker, and just paintbrushes him with a vicious kick. And ladies and gentlemen, surgical strike, but the Army of One completely no-sells it. He was not even down for an instant. Oh my goodness. Akira with a spinning tombstone pile driver, though. That ought to keep him down. Damian Black goes to the top. Oh my goodness, he comes off with some sort of maneuver. There appears to have been a miscommunication. Akira Wilde trying to get a hold of the Army. Damian Black eats canvas, but Akira trying to make up for it, holding the Army of One for a drop kick from the owner of PWA. We're now at the 12-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen, and this huge man is more than holding his own against the owner of the company and his greatest former rival. He has Damian Black down for a pin. 1, 2, and Akira Wilde helping him out there. Were it not for that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that match very well could have been over just then. Akira and Damian Black engaging in some very unique tandem offense. Black tags out to Akira. Army of One still doing extremely well, more than holding his own against these two decorated superstars. Akira and Damian together for a double-teamed suplex. Akira goes to the top rope and comes off with a scintillating elbow drop. Misses an enziguri attempt. Trying to control his man in the ring. Takes a moment to pause and taunt at the crowd. Don't know if that's such a good idea, ladies and gentlemen. Heads to the top, comes off with an elbow drop, and follows it up with a leg drop. And then another shotgun kick. The Army of One appears to be on the ropes here. He is dazed. And Akira with a back cracker as well. The PWA team is starting to really pull away here. Army of One elbows Akira down, rolls him over for a pin. And Damian Black there to break it up at 2. Once again, I do not know if the fortunes of our superstars would be so winning were it not for this 2-on-1 advantage. Akira with another surgical strike at the 15-minute mark. Akira tags out to Damian Black. and then begins to choke the Army of One, trying to take full advantage of that referee's 5 count. And another colossal headbutt takes down the surgical specialist. And Damian Black goes low. He is not messing around, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. At the 16-minute mark, a 2 count is the best our Prestige Wrestling superstars can manage against this gigantic individual. Army of One back in the ring. Akira tried to get an advantage on him outside the ring, but just was not able to lay hand on him. Taking a moment to catch his breath. I know that our Prestige superstars cannot afford to allow this big man to catch his breath. And look at this! Akira Wilde and Damian Black working together. Double-decker suplex from the top rope. Ingenuity and strength by the superstars of the Prestige Wrestling Association. Sends Akira Wilde to the ropes and just drops him hard on the ground. Akira not having that though. A drop toe hold takes the Army down. Goes to the top rope. Comes off with a savage elbow drop. The question is though, ladies and gentlemen, despite all of this damage, how are they going to keep this gigantic individual down for a 3 count? Army of One has Akira Wilde up and cracks his neck right over his gigantic knee. Sets Akira Wilde up, kicks him in the kidneys. 2 gigantic shots to the kidneys. Tags again out to Damian Black. And, oh my goodness, a mammoth slam. I don't know what the Army of One calls that, but I am being told that is his finisher. Akira is hurt. But meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Damian Black making some real headway with the Army. A release German suplex takes the man down. This might be a pivotal moment for Prestige Wrestling. The Army of One and Damian Black engaging in a striking contest. You can't think that's going to go well for Damian Black. Black is taken down with a gigantic big boot, but the Army of One cannot capitalize. He is tired. Black has given those precious moments necessary to recover while the Army of One catches his breath. Army of One has Black up, and a gigantic slam takes him back down again. He's got his foot on him. 1, 2, and Akira Wilde is able to save the match for PWA. Wilde sent to the ropes, taken out of the equation by the Army of One. Black with an impressive backbreaker as we pass the 21-minute mark in this contest. Again, a second backbreaker, and the Army of One is tired. Damian Black with a sleeper, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Fluoride is calling for the bell. In 21 minutes and 38 seconds, Damian Black and Akira Wilde have cut this massive oak down to size. And with Black scoring the deciding submission, that means that Damian Black himself will join Rex Camelot, Laniev, and Johnny X in tonight's final elimination bout. That means that the Prestige Wrestling Association will be entering into this battle for brand supremacy with a 4 versus 3 advantage. So stick with us, ladies and gentlemen, because that exciting contest is next.
Hello, Mr. Black.
I was hoping you'd call back, because I have some news for you. This sham of an event is over. I just got a call from my legal department. They've gone through the paperwork and determined that you have no legal claim to the initials PWA Domestic or International. Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance is finished. I'm taking my athletes and going home.
Very good, Mr. Black. You have risen to the occasion and have emerged victorious. Or have you? Victory comes in many forms. Your namesake is secure. Now and forevermore, you are the sole owner of the PWA mantle. However, we have chosen to rebrand our organization in a way that you might find somewhat amusing. As you said, the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance is no more. From now on, our wrestling brand shall be called Powerhouse Wrestling Showdown.
What? But that would mean...
Ha! You are catching on, Mr. Black. so by all means, you are free to go. However, doing so would mean that you forfeit tonight's encounter and would have to admit to the world that PWA is no match for PWS.
Bastards.
Indeed. So what do you say, Mr. Black? Will you turn tail and run?
We will not. We're one man up on you. PWA is going to finish what you imposters started and prove who the real dominant brand is, once and for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to this. I cannot believe that I'm uttering these words in 2019, but tonight, in the main event of our evening, in a battle for brand supremacy, we have the athletes of PWA taking on the superstars of PWS. And, ladies and gentlemen, to make things even stranger, I am now getting word that the entire Agrabah contingent of this match is bowing out due to injury. They're using a stipulation in their contract that allows them to substitute wrestlers one for one in case of injury, and, well, who is coming down to ringside to represent this Agrabah team? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been passed yet another note, and folks, these three superstars are going by the names of Swamp Master, the Smasher, and Kabuya. If I'm not mistaken, these shiny metal men appear to be androids built in the likeness of certain superstars from the past. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is ending with PWA taking on the ghosts of the past in an all-new PWS in a battle for brand supremacy. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'd better compose myself. Let's go over the rules to this strange and spectacular contest. Folks, this is being contested under elimination rules, but there is no cut play in this match. Competitors are not allowed to enter the ring unless they have been tagged into the match under penalty of immediate disqualification. This match will continue until all members of one of these two teams have been eliminated. Kabuya with an iron claw on the owner of PWA, Damian Black. This enigmatic masked man is modeled after someone with quite a lot of history with Damian Black and several members of the PWA roster. Kabuya and Black circling each other, sends Black to the corner. Damian Black tags out to Rex Camelot. Camelot with an arm drag, taking down the chromed warrior. And it looks like Kabuya is going to go ahead and tag out to a wrestler who is going by the name of the Swamp Master. Camelot sends the Swamp Master to the ropes, comes back with a vicious-looking roundhouse kick, and an elbow to the crown of the head. Swamp Master trying for some sort of a spine buster, but gets leveled by Camelot. Camelot circles behind his opponent, manages to land a textbook judo throw, following it up with a head and arm submission hold. Swamp Master choosing to tag out, and he is tagging out to a superstar calling himself Smasher. Smasher with a big stomp to the back. Rex Camelot employing some very well-honed technical skills. And Smasher with a stomp below the belt. Sends Camelot to the ropes and drags him to the ground with a choke. Smasher is, of course, modeled after someone... Oh my goodness! Laniev trying to suplex Smasher out of the ring, floats over into the ring instead. And Smasher and Laniev in a strike contest. I would not try that with a wrestler the size of the Smasher. But Laniev, victorious, comes in with a leg drop and kicks the Smasher in the back of the head. So far, Team PWA more than holding their own against this strange imposter PWS team. Again, Smasher taken down with a kick to the back of the head. Laniev accounting for herself extremely well in this young contest. As we approach the 6-minute mark, Laniev has the Smasher in a submission hold right in the center of the ring. Smasher with a hard, high-angled body slam, using that power his namesake is known for. Laniev comes off with a twisting maneuver off the turnbuckle. That speed, that agility is going to be vital in countering the sheer power of this PWS team. Smasher tags back out to Kabuya. And Laniev tags to Johnny X. Johnny X, a former member of a very different incarnation of PWS. Kabuya sends him to the ropes. And Johnny X and Kabuya exchanging blows. This should feel very familiar to Johnny X, given his past with a superstar very similar to this one. Kabuya to the top rope, comes off with a flying headbutt and meets nothing but canvas. Kabuya sends Johnny X to the ropes, misses with a clothesline, but lands a fierce knuckle arrow to the crown of the Heartthrob Kid, and a DDT planting him in the center of the ring. This is the kind of offense that I have not seen in quite some time in a Fire Pro Wrestling ring. X tags Laniev, Kabuya tags to the Swamp Master, and Swamp Master with some educated knees and fists to the face of young Laniev. Again, two more stiff knees to the crown of this masked superstar. Swamp Master kicks her in the stomach, and a Shining Wizard takes her down. Team PWS is really opening up here. Swamp Master to the top rope, and a spinning wheel kick takes the legs out from underneath Laniev. Laniev, going for some sort of a head scissors Hurricane Rana, gets reversed into a power bomb for a near fall. Just like that, we almost saw our first elimination. Laniev with a pin. Only a 1 count. Tags out to PWA owner Damian Black. I'm sure Damian Black has had just about enough of this Agrabah team. Black with a 1 count on the Swamp Master. And Damian Black and the Swamp Master getting into a striking contest, chops versus knuckle arrows. And Swamp Master takes Damian Black down and starts raining down the hard blows. Folks, I don't know what these competitors are made out of, but if that shiny chrome exterior is any indication, these superstars must be hitting extremely hard. Damian Black with a headlock on Kabuya. And a suplex takes the masked man down. Damian Black to the top, and a savage elbow from the top rope. He's in the wrong part of town, but he is getting his licks in. Damian Black with a jumping pile driver to the head of Kabuya. Kabuya with a go behind, and oh my goodness, a neck cracker. Damian Black could be severely injured after that. Swamp Father with a belly-to-belly suplex. I don't know where Agrabah got these 3 superstars, but my goodness, they have done their homework. They are the spitting image of wrestlers from organizations past. Swamp Father with a flying forearm and a series of punches to the head of Rex Camelot. Oh, Rex Camelot coming back with a poke to the eyes, but gets taken down once again. And a low-down frog splash meets nothing but canvas. Belly-to-belly suplex by Rex Camelot. The Mad King accounting for himself extremely well on this strange supercard. Rex Camelot up and over with a suplex into a side slam. That is how he won his qualifying match earlier this evening. And Camelot with a low blow and a pair of knees to the back, tags back out to Johnny X. Johnny X and the Smasher in the ring together. Smasher with a short arm clothesline. X is not going to want to try to match power for power with this gigantic man. And a big kick takes the head off the shoulders of Johnny X. Oh, he's got him up. Yes, that is a big splash powerbomb. That was the finisher. of an earlier incarnation of this superstar we just about saw in elimination. Johnny X heading for the hills right away. Does not want to take another one of those from the Smasher. Smasher in again with Rex Camelot, taking advantage of that referee's 5 count to really get a hard choke in there. Camelot takes down the Smasher with a series of chops. Goes behind. And Smasher drops all of his considerable weight on the chest of the much smaller Rex Camelot. Smasher with Camelot up and breaking him over his knee. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Camelot tags back out to Damian Black, who narrowly avoids a spear from the Smasher, but cannot avoid a short arm clothesline and a couple of hard stomps below the belt. Smasher with a knuckle arrow on Damian Black, has him up, runs across the ring with a vicious-looking powerbomb. The count is in 1, 2, and nearly a 3 count. And oh my goodness, that's Smasher stealing Damian Black's signature move and almost leading to a pinfall. These PWS superstars are not fooling around here. Kabuya in, and with a martial arts combination that is giving me flashbacks. Damian Black with a go behind, Kabuya with another one, and sits Black down, comes off the ropes, and comes in with a hard kick to the ribs. That is classic Kabuya, if there is such a thing. Black tags out to Rex Camelot. Again, there is no cut play in this match under penalty of disqualification. A wrestler may not rescue another wrestler. There is no double teaming in this match. Camelot has Kabuya up, spins him around into a torture rack powerbomb. Amazing strength from the Mad King for a 2 count. Kabuya tagging back in the Smasher. And Camelot has him up and down again. Rex Camelot extremely impressive in this match. Camelot with a hard kick to the back and a low blow for good measure. Never let it be said that Rex Camelot is above taking a shortcut now and again. But under these circumstances, with this team, can PWA afford to not take every advantage at their disposal? Smasher with a big flex. He's feeling confident, and he spears Rex Camelot out of his boots. Camelot once again tagging out, this time to Laniev, and oh my goodness, a huge clubbing blow to the chest of Laniev, sending her outside the ring. Camelot not allowing Smasher to follow. Big time cradle pile driver on Laniev. That is a pair of tremendous moves. And he's got a pin in 1, 2, and nearly a 3 count. We are now just past the 22-minute mark, and we have yet to see an elimination in this very strange, very unusual contest for brand supremacy. Johnny X in the ring, trying for a pinfall, but it is in the ropes. X with a hard elbow down. And a savage elbow drop off the top rope, ascending one more time with a moonsault into a stomp, ascending a 3rd time, a 2nd moonsault. My goodness, but Smasher is right back up with a gut buster. It's as if these competitors aren't even human, folks, and if I'm to believe my eyes, they definitely may not be. Kabuya sends X to the ropes, misses with a clothesline, but lands a high-angle powerbomb, and he is letting Johnny X know that he is done toying around with the heartthrob kid. Kabuya off the ropes, and a kick to the solar plexus of HTK. Kabuya and Johnny X trading blows. I don't know that I'd want to get into a striking contest with such a big man, but X with an X-Factor kick, exclamation point on that striking contest, takes down Kabuya. Tags out to Rex Camelot, who lifts Kabuya up and slams him down again. That maneuver has been extremely fruitful for him during this supercard. Kabuya has him up and sends him to sleep with a knee shiver right to the jaw. And he's got Camelot pinned. 1 and 2. 2.9. Almost a 3 count from Kabuya. Kabuya hammers him down, bounces off the ropes, and kicks him in the solar plexus. taking a breather. There are only 3 people, 3 beings on the PWS side of this equation, so they're going to have to be mindful of their respiration as this match continues to go on. Swamp Master is in at the 26-minute mark. No eliminations yet and no clear advantage to either side. Rex Camelot with a suplex slam one more time. And Camelot and Swamp Master get into a battle of strikes. Camelot letting him know that he is not to be trifled with. A super kick takes the Swamp Master down. Camelot off the ropes on a groggy Swamp Master and takes him down with a superhuman King's Punch and a figure 4 leg lock. And that is all she wrote for the Swamp Master. We are down to a 3-on-2 contest. Kabuya with a pin. 1, 2, and 3. Rex Camelot has also been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, we are down to 3-on-2. Damian Black has Kabuya down. 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Damian Black with a sleeper hold in the middle of the ring, and yes, Kabuya has been eliminated. The same maneuver that Black used to take out the Army of One earlier in this match has left PWS with a 1-on-3 deficit. Smasher and Damian Black in the ring together. Smasher with a cradle pile driver. Picks Black back up, comes off the ropes, and a gigantic kick to the back of the head. Picks Black up one more time, smashes him down with a reverse clothesline. Black has the Smasher up, spins around and drops him in a suplex. Smasher with the elbows, taking Damian Black down one more time. Explosive spear sends Damian Black flying. Smasher has him back up. The PWA owner determined not to tag out. He wants to finish this himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel suplex. Angel suplex by Damian Black, but Smasher stands up straight out of it. A knee to the solar plexus. Did that suplex take everything out of Damian Black? 1, 2, and 3. Smasher has eliminated the PWA owner, Damian Black. Wait a minute. Johnny X with an X Factor. X Factor in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, folks, Johnny X has pinned the Smasher. The PWS team has been eliminated. Your sole survivors for the evening, representing the Prestige Wrestling Association, the Heartthrob Kid, Johnny X, and La Nieve. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an incredible match, an incredible end to an absolutely jaw-dropping evening of entertainment and athletics. Folks, thank you so much for joining us in what was certainly a memorable evening that began with PWA fighting for its own name and identity and finished with the inexplicable PWA defeating PWS, showing once and for all who the superior organization truly was. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ronnie Stockholm. For everyone back at PWA, thank you for watching this special presentation, and good night.